everyone. Thank you for joining us and welcome to our session today focused on growth opportunities. My name is Yas and I'm on the Seller University team. Our presenters today are Carl and Paul, who work on the growth opportunities team. So with that, I'll go ahead and transition over to Carl to start our presentation.
Hey everyone, nice to virtually meet you. I'm Carl Gale, the Senior Marketing Manager on Growth Opportunities. Thank you guys for the introduction. I'll be taking you more through the product and telling you a lot of things about it. I work on growth opportunities and a host of other products in our org that deals with specific growth driving levers for your businesses. So hopefully I'm able to take you through some of those other products later on down the year as we really look to bring you an integrated experience and bring your true growth platform. But let's start with what growth opportunities is exactly. Growth opportunities is a tool that provides custom seller-specific recommendations for immediate actions you can take to help grow your business with your current selection. These recommendations can help you optimize your products to better help customers make informed purchase decisions. So we really want you to optimize your products and understand, hey, how are you going to drive value for your customers so they're making better decisions? Growth Opportunities contains two tab sections, Recommendations and Asin Growth Optimizer. The Recommendations section lists your top 50 recommendations for growth. Your top 50 opportunities are your recommendations with the highest estimated potential sales lift. And we'll talk more about potential sales lift as we get further along down in the presentation. The Asin Growth Optimizer presents products in a table view to let you review different recommendations and available actions for your products. You can also use the optimizer to compare Asins to help with prioritization. And this is a key point I wanted to just hit on quickly, is that a lot of sellers come to growth opportunities and see the PSL or potential sales lift, and it's definitely a shiny object, and for sure one of the metrics we're really proud of as we continue to refine it and improve it and really get attribution around it. But the prioritization is something that growth opportunities offers that is like a hidden benefit of the tool. So it really shows you your business in a different granular view and lets you know, hey, what are the actions I should be prioritizing? How I'm going to really drive my business? And we're constantly looking for ways to help growth opportunities, and I'll mention it many times later on, become that true business planner and business partner for you so you can leverage the tool in the way that's best for you. And merging the recommendations with Asin Growth Optimizer really helps you with that prioritization on top of the value you're already getting with potential sales lift. Just moving on. When you select growth opportunities, you'll find your top 50 opportunities listed in the recommendation section. Each opportunity lists the ASIN it applies to, a button stating the recommended action to be taken, and the potential sales lift along with other performance metrics. Potential sales lift is an estimate of the incremental sales you'd have gained if you'd taken the recommended action 90 days earlier. So take note of that. It is the sales lift if you'd taken that action 90 days ago. So that sales lift is obviously going to grow, emerge, and change, but we're tracking it to that to see, hey, what would have been the impact? So we know there's definitely a directional correlation, and we're trying to estimate what that number is within those past 90 days. We're trying to improve this tool and also figure out how to get to shorter wins. Can we get to 60? Can we get to 30? Especially for newer sellers that may not have a long lifespan on growth opportunities. So that's why it's important you constantly check the site and look what we're updating. And we'll also send out communications. I'll be leading those to alert you when there are new features and when the PSL metric may have changed or what updates there are. So let's dive deeper into two aspects on this page that are pretty important. Your ASINs will either be marked HV, meaning high value, or HP, meaning high potential. High value ASINs make up the top 10% of your products by either sales or page views. Your high value ASINs are already important to your business, and keeping them optimized can be an important factor for growth. High potential ASINs have a high probability of generating sales by taking recommended action. High potential ASINs are determined to have high sales potential based on the past performance of similar products. So we benchmark those products to see how they've done and see how they've done in the market and let you know, hey, you probably have a dark horse here. This product's probably a winner, and you need to really think about focusing on that. And I think that's something we want selling partners to think more about. Vice versa. Hey, what are the products that I need to improve in my business? Because sometimes we may be too focused on our great products and leave the tail behind and not improve the tail. And then also, hey, I do have some really good products. Let me give those some love as well and actually market them in a different way. So we want you to really focus and enhance your business from both ends, from your strong players to your weaker players. When moving on, you can browse the recommendation section using the category and brand filters. You can also filter by high value and high potential ASINs. When reviewing opportunities, you can sort by each metric. Excuse me. Impact represents a potential sales lift measured in dollars. If you'd taken the recommended action 90 days ago, daily sessions gives you the average number of times a product was viewed in a day over the past 30 days. ASIN conversion rate tells you how often shoppers purchase a specific product after viewing over the past 30 days. Category conversion rate measures the same metric across all sellers in the same category. Sales rank provides the average bestseller rank of a product over the past 30 days. And finally, inventory count shows your current real-time inventory. To note, when you're on this page, if you hover over with your mouse, impact daily sessions or on them, you'll get the same explanation, exactly detailed for what they do. A quick pop-up tooltip will pop up and tell you about what the metric is in case you ever forget. And talking about metrics, we're iterating here and constantly looking for ways to improve this. So we're playing with different ways to have these metrics speak more to your business and speak more to how custom and different your businesses are, so we can really help drive that sales lift. So these categories are by no means the absolute be all or end all. We're looking to update these and figure out which ones are more relevant and which ones actually will help drive your business even more. So stay tuned and check the page more. Next slide. Each opportunity will include a button that, when clicked, will direct you to the page or location where you can take the recommended action or actions. You'll also find some text explaining why opportunities become recommended and how it could benefit you. So we want to be data transparent, and we are really in this business to grow your business. That's what we want. We want you guys to grow, and we're trying to find the best way to do that. And so when we give you these recommendations, we want to give you the rationale around it. Why is this happening? Why do we think this is a good thing? And we're not saying this for any random reason. There's data behind this, and we're constantly trying to improve that data. And so that's one of the reasons why we suggest some of these things. And please, we'll get to later when you can provide feedback, but tell us how the recommendations are doing for you and what was not relevant and what needs to change or be added for you. And then another thing that I want to mention here is this button to click and create an A+ comparison table. We have that button for a lot of our recommendations. It's basically, we call it click to action. We're trying to make things easier for you because we know you guys are very busy running your businesses. So we want you to be able to click and take this action in a very simple way that is not time consuming. And what we're evolving to is having some actions that you can just take right on our page. Some actions to pricing to improve your business where it's just less than 4 clicks. We tell you to click here to change your pricing. We give you the suggested price. You agree. Less than 4 clicks, your price is updated and you're optimizing your business. So we're looking to implement things like that to make it even quicker to do these optimizations and take them. Stay tuned for those. Next slide. You can also search by ASIN to quickly find a specific product. Searching by ASIN will bring you to an ASIN's detail page where you can review all recommended eligible actions for a product. Now turning to the ASIN's details page, which is a page that many sellers really like for what it shows. The ASIN details page shows you the key metrics for a product along with the available actions listed below. Use this page when you want to take a deeper dive into a specific product and take all available recommended actions to further optimize the product. So on this page, you're going to see your SKU, you're going to see what recommendations it has, and you're going to see the metrics along with it. And this is a really nice page when you're really getting granular on your portfolio and you're really diving in, because everything is in one place. You understand what you need to do. They're prioritized for you. So you can say, hey, you know what? I'm going to do these 2 actions right now for this SKU, and I'll come back and do the rest later. Oh, I did these 2. My metrics have gone up. I need to do X, Y, and Z. And you have just a whole list organized for you in the method you should be doing it. And as we evolve, we're going to get to a point where we're going to have also some sort of time metric to help with the PSL. So because we know some recommendations take a little bit longer than others, so we're trying to figure out is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the It's a potential sales lift worth the time that it takes to actually execute this. So we're working on data models to figure that out for you as well. Really trying to make this an easy, convenient experience that really helps you optimize your business. All right. Let's cover a few of the different types of recommendations you can find from growth opportunities. We won't cover all of them. And disclaimer, we have different recommendations in different marketplaces. We're expanding as we go. And if you have questions about that, we can definitely answer that and preview some things to come for different marketplaces. But let's talk about the few that we have here. These recommendations were chosen basically because of recommendations we see that really resonate with sellers and help businesses and actually drive growth, and are some of the recommendations that are really used. You may find a recommendation to create an FBA shipment, so fulfilled by Amazon shipment. Growth Opportunities reviews your catalog for listings that either don't have an FBA offer or the FBA offer has been out of stock for a year. Growth Opportunities can also recommend creating A+ content based on the performance of similar products in the Amazon store. This recommendation highlights your potential ASINs that don't have A+ content. As a reminder, A+ content is only available to sellers registered in Amazon brand registry. You may also find recommendations to enroll a product in Vine, a program that allows you to provide free product units to Amazon selected reviewers to build up reviews quickly. Growth Opportunities will recommend enrolling a product in Vine based on the performance of similar products and will highlight your highest potential ASINs with fewer than 30 reviews. Amazon Vine is also available in Amazon brand registry. And just a moment on Vine, I used to work at some big consumer packaged good companies, a few of them. And whenever we were putting SKUs on Amazon, one of the things we invested heavily in is Vine, because our consumer research said, and from working with Amazon, consumers read reviews and reviews drive purchase a lot of the times. So we always made sure when we were putting a SKU up there to invest in Vine and get that up and running quickly to really earn trust with our customers and drive that product awareness and adoption. So Vine is definitely one of those things that I feel is a no-brainer recommendation, especially for your products, and especially if you feel you have a superior product. Definitely get the word out there, enroll in Vine, and get it ready. Of the last two, recommendations to increase Subscribe and Save, or SNS, funding are made based on product enrollment and Subscribe and Save inventory health and the current Subscribe and Save discount level. Subscribe and Save is a service that allows Amazon customers to set up recurring deliveries of frequently used products. And last but not least, Growth Opportunities can also recommend that you set B2B discounts to help capture business customers' attention and drive sales. You should check back often because we're constantly reviewing opportunity types to introduce more recommendations to fuel your growth. So we should be onboarding a couple more by the end of this year. Starting next year, we're going to be blasting out with a lot more recommendations and figuring out what's more relevant and helps drive business. And at the end of the year, we always review and look at what recommendations really impacted our selling partners, and really give a review for what needs to be there and what doesn't. Coming near the end, we'll move on to one of our biggest pieces. So let's talk about our Asin Growth Optimizer section. This presents a grid with the top 20 ASIN-specific actions recommended for your highest value ASINs. ASINs are included in the section based on their average daily sales over the past 30 days and average daily views. By ASINs, we mean SKU, just for anyone who has a question. So we're going to talk about this and how it shows your SKUs in a very unique format that can help you really prioritize and think about your business in a different way. So on this slide, for each ASIN listed across the top column, you'll see the boxes indicating a recommended action, an eligible action, or no needed action for each recommendation. Use the key in the top left of the page to determine which action is recommended. Recommended actions are top actions estimated to provide the greatest impact for a particular ASIN. These actions can also be found in the recommendations section. Eligible actions, are additional actions available for an ASIN, but not considered one of your top 50 recommendations. These actions can improve your product listings, but are estimated to have a lower potential sales lift than recommended actions. A recommendation of no actions means the product isn't eligible for the program listed or has already completed the action. So in layman terms, this is just a great way on a grid to look at your business and say, hey, this SKU needs this SKU needs love here, this SKU needs A+ content, this SKU needs This SKU needs an image, and we need to put Vine here. And then you can really look at the boxes like, hey, we've done so much on this product, on our new sneaker line. We've done so much on this, but our prior line, we forgot to do all of these things. No wonder its metrics are so low. We need to optimize here too. It really gives you that view. And it's again reiterating what I was trying to say before. Like, we're trying to be that business consultant and show you ways to really drive growth in your business. And it's not that we expect you to take all of our recommendations. It would be great if you did. But what would be even great is like, hey, you looked at this and learned something about your business that you may not have known. And then feel free to challenge us and push back. And we'll talk about how you can do that as well. Like, hey, what about X, Y, and Z? Why are you guys thought about this? How does this relate to my business? We want those questions. It will help us improve. But this is one of the tools we're constantly trying to improve as well. Next slide. When you select an Asin and Asin Growth Optimizer, you'll find more product details on the right-hand side of the page, like daily session, conversion rank, and inventory count. A take action button will also pair with these metrics. One click, you'll be brought to the Asin details page, where you can act on all recommendations. Next, if you find an opportunity that you aren't interested in and want to make room for other recommendations, you can click snooze under an opportunities action button. You'll also find the provide feedback option. Use this to leave specific feedback about an opportunity or general feedback about growth opportunities overall. We want to build this with you and build this stronger. If a recommendation is annoying you, you've seen it too much, I don't need this, snooze it. Snooze it right away and provide feedback for you, snooze it too, so we can understand why and update our systems. We want to hear from you, we want to learn from you, and we want to benefit you. So in closing, as you become familiar with growth opportunities, please visit the page. You can use the tool to audit large catalogs for defects, better prioritize actions you take on a regular basis using potential sales lift, explore new programs, and understand your business at a granular level. So it's not just a potential sales lift. There's a whole host of benefits to this and exposure. And I hope you take the time, head to Growth Opportunities, reach out to us, take a recommendation or two, and visit the page. We're going to be updating and providing more value as we go forward.
Thank you, everyone. Hope you have a good one.